Now this is Grant Kukoff from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you. Now we're here for Planet Forward and the Nightly Business Report, asking folks throughout the galaxy, what can the federal government, what should the federal or local government do? What should the federal or local government do to encourage better energy usage? Now ma'am, what can the federal government do to encourage better energy usage?
Well, I think that people should look into their household first and look to conserve water, change their filters in their water faucets, and also I think that they can also change the lighting systems in their homes. That's where people can start by using the special light bulbs that are sold at any hardware store.
Now what should towns and states be doing to encourage better energy usage?
Well, they should make better incentives in terms of, like, maybe if you use energy efficient appliances, you can get like a discount, you know, on your monthly gas bill or water or utility bill, or even incentives for kids by giving them free tickets to the movies if they're utilizing good energy conservation techniques.
Now, what type of new tax laws, incentives, or best practices can people in the government do to make energy efficient better?
I think they should tax things that are, like for instance, I think they should increase taxes on cigarette, alcohol, and if they pass the marijuana Proposition 19, they should also have high taxes on that, so then we can have better services that support energy conservation strategies for the overall, generally for the economy.
So in closing, is there any last minute things you'd like to say to our viewers?
Everybody can make, you know, each person can make a difference, so it just starts with you first and just doesn't have to be big, but maybe, like I said, changing, like starting off with the light bulbs in your house or filters in your homes.
So in closing, this is Grant Kukoff from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you.
Happy Halloween!
This is Grant Kukoff from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you. Now we're here filming for Planet Forward and the Nightly Business Report, asking folks throughout the galaxy, what can the federal government be doing to encourage better energy usage? Now sir, what can the federal government do to encourage better energy use?
Well, first of all, they have to stop doing a little more research in reference to get clean energy instead of doing gas. I guess they just need to work a little bit more in reference to that.
Now, what should or could towns and state governments be doing to encourage better energy usage?
Well, in reference to that, well, I would just suggest for them to start asking people what they need, how they can get a better research in reference to get a better clean energy and all in reference to that.
Now, what new tax laws, incentives, or best practices can government do to make a better green energy or better economy?
Well, I guess if they're gonna do new taxes, I guess they have to do investing, you know, the money they spend to do another research, trying to improve, I guess, a better life for everybody.
So in closing, is there any last minute things you'd like to say to our viewers?
Well, I just want to say that I guess they need to, you know, keep working, doing hard stuff, trying to do better in reference to better life and help the planet as well.
So in closing, this is Grant Kukoff from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you.
Hi.
This is Grant Kukoff from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you. Now we're here for Planet Forward and the Nightly Business Report, asking folks throughout the galaxy, what can the government do, or what can the local or federal government be doing to encourage better energy usage? Now ma'am, what can the government do to encourage better energy usage?
I think it can encourage hybrid cars and green energy cars more, and it can be teaching about green products and green ways of living in schools.
Make sure we can get to it. What should or could towns and states be doing to encourage better energy usage?
Towns could be doing programs at community centers and things about easy ways to recycle and reuse things and stuff like that.
Okay, and what type of new tax laws, incentives, or best practices can towns and governments be doing to encourage better energy use?
New laws? Maybe. Yeah.
New laws, taxes, incentives, or best practices? What type of new laws, taxes, or incentives, or best practices can governments do to encourage better energy?
Maybe they could tax things that cost more energy or give people tax breaks that use much less energy. Things like that.
Okay, so in closing, is there any last minute things you'd like to say to our viewers?
No, that's it. Happy Halloween.
So in closing, this is Grant Kukath. I'm the Predatory Lending Network talking to you. So this is Grant Kukath. I'm the Predatory Lending Network talking to you. Now we're here for Planet Forward and the Nightly Business Report, asking folks through this life and the afterlife, what can the federal government do to encourage better energy usage? Now sir, what can the federal government do to encourage better energy usage?
Well, what they can do is check the ozone layer. Make sure that everything is all right, because, we're talking about Greenpeace. Everybody just needs to sit up there and recycle and help out with the world today. Now, as far as the government goes, they need to stop spending money on these other countries and bring it back home to the United States. And if you don't do that, I'll just take your soul.
Can we probably change hands and then you can hold it up?
Yeah, there you go.
Because you can get it in the camera, it's just we're bumping.
No problem.
So if you want to hold it up, you can.
No, that's
okay.
okay.
What should or could towns and governments? Now, what should or could towns and state governments be doing to encourage better energy usage?
Well, towns and states for better energy uses, I'll tell you what. And what they need to do. That's a good question.
That's why I'm asking it.
That's a real good question. I think
That's cool.
I think they need to sit up here and actually, in my own opinion, I say, put things to the better uses. Use our resources for better in the schools and education and things of that nature. Now when it comes to Greenpeace, I would say bring everything back so we can have our farmers be able to bring more produce into the U.S.
And what type of new laws, taxes, incentives, or best practices can government do to encourage more green?
Wow. What they can do to encourage more green. Hire more United States citizens.
Okay.
I think.
So in closing, is there any last minute things you'd like to say to our viewers?
Yeah. Happy Halloween. And if you don't get happy about it, I'll just take your soul.
So in closing, this is Grant Kukath. I'm the Predatory Lending Network talking to you.
All right.
This is Grant Kukath. I'm the Predatory Lending Network talking to you. Now we're here for Planet Forward and the Nightly Business Report, asking folks around the galaxy, what can we do, or what can the federal government do to encourage better energy usage? Now, Joker, what can the federal government do to encourage better energy usage?
You have all these plans, these plans are not gonna help you, you follow, you're schemers, you're schemers in a world where there's no, you know what, man, I'll just take your schemes and I'll turn them up over themselves, and I'll just show you the only way to live in this world is without plans, without rules. Introduce a little anarchy.
What could or should towns and state governments be doing to encourage better energy use?
Man, the only energy I'm interested in talking about is gunpowder, gasoline, okay? That gunpowder and gasoline, plenty of it. That's the only energy that I'm interested in.
Okay, and what type of tax laws, incentives, or best practices can governments be using?
You're mentioning names now, you're dropping names. The only name I'm interested in is Harvey Dent. Where is Harvey Dent? I'll settle for his loved ones, okay?
So in closing, is there any last minute things you'd like to say to our viewers?
You remind me of my father. I hated my father.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You
So,
wanna know how I got these scars?
so in closing, this is Grant Kukat from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you.